What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. Today, we're going to be getting into basically all of the playoff games that's happened from Thursday and then into the games that are going to be happening today. And we're also going to be giving a breakdown in our predictions on round two and the teams that have already made it in, what we think is going to end up happening with those series. So we're going to start with, I think it was Thursday night.
Was that Thursday or Friday? That was Friday.
Thursday or Friday night. The buzzer beater from R.J. Barrett.
Man.
Yeah, man.
That was a big shot. Let's see what the crowd looked like in there, because that was crazy.
Come on, let's go. She's in the line.
The second biggest shot in Canadian history. R.J. Barrett, the hometown guy. They talked about it after the game, and he spoke about dreaming about hitting that shot for his home country and all of that. So, hey, dream come true for the kid. R.J. Barrett, big time shot for the Toronto Raptors, but that damn Scotty Barnes been out playing. Oh boy, what his name? Big tall boy, lanky boy.
Mitchell?
Not Mitchell. What the other boy name? The power forward. Big tall ass Mobley. Evan
Mobley with the fro.
Yeah. Scotty Barnes is out playing him, man, and it's showing in this series because there is no way that this team with James Harden, they made the move. Remember? Let's talk about this Cleveland thing, bro. Remember last year, or maybe even this year, that was this year, when they picked up James Harden, I said, man, do they even need him? Because last year, they were the number one seed in the East with Darius Garland, and, some things went bad at the end of the season where they got some injuries, but them guys was already winning, and they went and got James Harden, who is known for choking in the playoffs. So I don't get that. That was a big thing when I saw that trade. And
they. At the end of the day, like James Harden popped up over there because of the issues that he had going on in LA. Outside of the Clippers and stuff like that, he had a situation there, and he's been hopping around ever since he left Houston, and I don't think he thought he was going to be able to win the way he wanted to with the Clippers. But also, like I said, he had some outside situations why he ended up being in Cleveland. But when I saw the trade, I just didn't really think that it was going to make Cleveland prosper in any way, really. They have a star. Yes, James Harden can still score the ball, and he could pass the ball. He's decent defensively. But was that going to take Cleveland over the hump or make them any better than with them having Garland and the team that they had prior before Harden got there? I would say no. And also with Donovan Mitchell, I've said before on the show that I love his game offensively, like I think a lot of NBA fans do. They probably think Donovan Mitchell is elite when it comes to scoring the basketball. He can really do his thing, but I think Shannon Fry was talking on him and Kendrick Perkins' podcast or show, and he was saying how he's just not really. You're not going to win a series or go deep into the playoffs with Donovan Mitchell, and I agree. He's just not a winning basketball player when it comes to being in the playoffs. It's not that he's not great, but I'm not looking for him to take my team deep into the playoffs. And I think he was the same way with him in Utah, even though he's elite defensively. And Harden
he's
was
still
not
young.
going to do that.
But Harden has a long history of this. And shout out to Shaney in the comments. Shout out my boy Nick Madden TV in the comments. Shaney said that's why the Sixers traded Harden. And you spoke about Donovan Mitchell having some of those same characteristics, but he's pretty young. You know, Harden has a long history of this at this point, and we got to kind of give him some help because maybe he can't be the number 2 guy or the number 1 guy. Maybe he got to be a facilitator in order for him to win, because Donovan Mitchell, you said it, he's not showing to be that number 1 guy. Like, damn, this is the best team you ever had, bro. This is just your chance.
I never thought Donovan was a leading man.
Man, he choking right in front of us. They was up, what, 3-1?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And I want to see Harden win one or just get, further than the first round because, bruh, that's a stain on your, we talked about this with KD. Getting knocked out in the first round, that is kind of a stain on your record if you so-called one of the greats in the game,
Yeah.
So first round exits don't. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, just these two teams. I mean, they're going to be the mid-level to low-level teams in the playoffs. Where I don't think they're gonna get. Whoever gets to the second round isn't gonna get past the second round. That's just what it is. I think most fans know that. But we have had surprise. We have had surprises here with these first rounds. And obviously today we got some games coming up. The game 7 of this, we'll be getting into that later. And we just had some surprises, kinda. With
a lot of game 7s, man. And that's when the pressure is on. Like that's, man, really, honestly, this is the best case scenario for the NBA, bro. This is like best case scenario because we will be talking right now on this podcast. We will be talking about how. It's already a foregone conclusion and it's boring because we already knew who was going to win. You can't really say that right now.
No, yeah, the league is looking real. A lot of teams are looking right. They're looking each other in the eyes. Nobody is higher or lower than the next person. Everybody's kind of outside. Because, I mean, I know a lot of people felt the Celtics were, because the way that Detroit was looking, against the Magic, them being the number 1 seed and them not really looking elite, and then Boston being who they are and being champions here in, not too long ago with Tatum coming back or being back and everything. People were thinking, oh, okay, but then Tatum ends up sitting out game 7. Embiid ends up coming back, and you're like, oh, you get this surprise of the Sixers winning their game 7. But before we get into that, I think we're going to get into the Magic and Detroit game.
That's another
what had occurred in that game, because we wanted to go through here the game change. We wanted to go through some of the games. We couldn't hop on and talk about some of these prior games, so we wanted to go and talk about that, what had happened in that game and how the Magic choked, how bad they choked in that game and how they missed, 23 shots?
23 consecutive.
I don't know if that was consecutively, but I'm pretty sure it was because
it was.
There was no reason why Detroit ended up coming back in that game. I mean, I wasn't watching that game, but I saw the score, and I was thinking to myself, I think it was in the middle of the third. I think they were down 10 to 13 points, somewhere in that range, 14 points. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is over. The Magic got it. Pablo Banchero probably going to keep doing his thing. Baines is going to do what he's going to do. And they're going to end up closing this game out. And I look up, fourth quarter, Pistons
What's
down
that coach
4.
name, though? What is that coach name now?
Like, what is going on? And then end up seeing that they end up winning. Did they win by double digits? I think they end up winning by double digits.
I don't know what the
close
what,
to
what
it.
was it?
Yeah, 79, 93.
93, yep.
But
hey,
yeah.
But what's up with that coach, man? They really just saved his job because we talked about that. Didn't we talk about how Bickerstaff would have been out of a job if they didn't come back in that game, because that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing, bro. And JB Bickerstaff, they were Nick Madden TV. That's in the chat. He said JB Bickerstaff, he on the hot seat, and he definitely was on the hot seat if this game would have went down like we thought it was going down from the looks of it. Those boys basically saved his job by coming back. Shout out Cade Cunningham. We talked about how Jalen Duren has been being outplayed by Wendell Carter, who coincidentally is in a relationship with Wendell Carter's ex-girlfriend, Angel Reese, WNBA player Angel Reese. So it's a lot going on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Wendell Carter had dunked on Jalen Duren, and Angel Reese tweeted the picture out the night of. I'm like, oh, wow.
Man, you know what I'm going to do? and I know this also. I'm going to start me a reality TV show called Basketball Hoes.
You don't like Angel Reese? Come on now. Shout out to the ladies. They just got that big contract.
Yeah, shout out to them. I ain't got nothing against her, but god damn. Meg Stallion and the Kardashians, shit. That's reality TV right there.
Yeah, buddy. Bickerstaff, Paolo Banchero. I wanted to say something about him. Number one pick, him and this boy, what his name, Cade Cunningham, and Paolo Banchero are former number one picks, and both of them on the big stage. We saw Detroit take a big step last year when in their playoff series with the Knicks. Remember, the Knicks ended up beating them, but they pushed them a little bit, and they were looked at as a young team at that time. This year, the E-Boys come back and they win the East. Well, they're number one seed in the East, and run up against an Orlando team who's underachieved all year, bro. Remember, Orlando traded like 4-5 draft picks for Desmond Bain. Orlando went all in. They thought that they would win this year. So for them to be an 8 seed was a disappointment in the first place. And for them to come up against a Detroit who they match up with pretty well, I would say, Orlando. But Orlando basically is not the average 8 seed is what I'm trying to say. They're not the average 8 seed, you know what I mean? So this is a good matchup. 2 former number one picks, Cade Cunningham, Paolo Banchero. I did see old boy get hurt, which I see Nick Madden taking the Pistons
Desmond
in the
Bain?
check, but no, other boy, Franz Wagner, he got hurt, bro. And he's a big part of the Orlando Magic offense and defense. Like a 6'10" point guard, point forward basically. But yeah, Franz Wagner, he got a knee injury or something. So in playoff time, it all come down to injuries and shit for real though. Who get hurt at the wrong time? We just saw the Houston Rockets go out because KD, and I won't say because KD, but KD getting hurt at the wrong time of the year. So that does have a big impact on everything that's going on. But them boys trailed 62-38 in the third quarter. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. That's inexcusable.
And to come back and beat them by almost 20 is crazy.
Yeah, inexcusable, I would say. In the NBA, when you trying to close them out at that, you trying to close these guys out, man. You got them down. You got to sink your teeth into them. And Orlando, young team, they couldn't do that. So, Game 7. We saw last night. Who was that last night? Joel Embiid. Game 7 showed up finally, and we talk about the injuries, bruh. Dude, damn near. They had to stretch him out. Did you see them stretching him out on the sideline? And he got hurt by 4-5 times during the game. Maxey fell on his knee one time. Embiid was getting beat up all night, for real.
I think this might be his last year. He might retire after this year.
Shit, boy, you crazy? Embiid, this is his first time getting past the
You don't have to.
Celtics. Do you remember his history in Game 7s? Let's remember, remember Kawhi hit the shot over Embiid in 2000 and what that was, 2018? And then we saw Embiid crying, remember? And then 2021, Ben Simmons, that was the Ben Simmons year, we messed them up in the playoffs. And 2023, the boy had 51 points, most in a Game 7. No, Tatum had 51, put up 51 on them. My bad. Remember, Tatum put up 51 on them in a Game 7. So Embiid, this is his first time getting over the hump in a Game 7. First win in 2026, bro. And I watched it. He fought for that. That boy fought through injury, fought through everything to get that damn win. And y'all wasn't gonna fuck him. He was gonna die before he didn't play. Because of course he been tired of hearing the noise of his injury prone and this and that. But yeah. Joel showed up and Tyrese Maxey, man. That's Tyrese Maxey's team for real, for real. But I wanted to say another thing. Jason Tatum, he was out, injury, big injury for Jason Tatum, but they was up 3-1. And of course the internet never loses. Up 3-1, loses the series 3-4. So as you can
that
see,
ain't the first time we've seen something like that happen. Shit.
We've been seeing a lot of collapses. Shit.
Exactly. I'm glad they collapsed. I don't like the Celtics anyway. But they definitely will be ready for us.
The Knicks, you say. Okay, we're going to get to you. We're going to get to you in a second. But as far as the Celtics go, man, bruh, Tatum got to have first off, we talked about this the last time, too. Tatum rushed back. You remember Tatum ain't supposed to be, Tatum had a down ACL injury or some shit. He had some shit that took way longer than what he took to, he rushed back because he didn't want them folks to get rid of his ass and think Jaylen Brown, it was Jaylen Brown team.
Yeah, he did come back too fast.
He rushed back. So somebody said it. Who was this? Trenton R. Thompson. I don't know who he is, but he said what everybody was thinking. He said they built their identity without him all season, and then Tatum comes back and the chemistry shifts overnight. Heavy favorites sent home by the 76ers. Celtics win this series if Tatum never returns. Now, I don't know about that.
No, I agree with that, bro. But shit, like, when something like that happens, bro, you got to blame the coach. Because I'm pretty sure he saw that shift. And sometimes, man, you gotta be man enough to make an executive decision and say, hey, man, you're hurting us more than you're helping us right now. We did it all year. Go ahead on and properly heal and come back 100% next season.
Well, Jason Tatum, one of your best players. Yeah, you don't want to tell him no. But what's that dude name? Joe Pachulia? Joe, what his name? The coach for the Celtics. He look crazy eyes. He ain't got enough say so to tell Tatum he can't come back. Yeah, he ain't got enough say so. I don't think he ain't got enough juice to even be able to make that call. If Tatum say he want to come back, he gonna come back. But it was a bad timing, bro. It was like, damn, this team was playing good without you. And we seen that. Go ahead.
But also, Tatum as a professional needs to have the wherewithal to realize, man, you doing more harm than good.
Well, Tatum had a couple good games because let's remember they was up 3-1. He was up and he had a 30-point, 11 rebound game. He had, Tatum was open. But again, this guy says that these guys have built their identity all year without him. And when he came back, he shifted the chemistry overnight. So, Noam, do you believe the Celtics win this series if Jason Tatum never returns?
If he never returns, they win it.
Do they win this series if he didn't return?
They might because, I'll say this. They needed both of those guys to win their title. So you would think, okay, yeah, they needed both of them to be there in order to win this series. But they've shown that they kind of play better sometimes when one of them is out. But I think the problem happened here is Embiid came back and he threw a wrench in the game. So I think the Celtics could have won the series with just either Tatum out or Brown out. But I think I was one of the people that underestimated Embiid coming back and being impactful. I thought Embiid was out for the count. Honestly, I thought he was done. You were not going to see him really. I think he hit his peak when he won MVP, and he was on a trajectory down because of his injuries. But he came back and he impacted the game to where whatever the Celtics wanted to do, I don't think that they. Well, I can't say I don't think they were going to not win because Tatum is still Tatum, but Embiid gave, I think, what Maxey, Hedgecomb, and the rest of that cast needed, and that's that presence that he is when he's in the game. He won MVP for a reason. The way he is offensively and where he can be defensively, he is a presence on the floor. So, yeah, I think.
Okay, I hear you. No, but I'm with Mayor Socrates on that. It's coaching because what's his name? Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla from the Celtics coach. You don't let an injured man come back. Did you see all the things that Embiid had to do to stay on the court last night? They had to pull his whole leg and hold his arm back and somebody stand on his side. Bro, the man, he had to do. And then he almost got hurt 4-5 times. Maxey landed on his knee and he had to limp back down. And you know what I'm saying? Dude was not going to lose, bro. So, as a coach, don't let him be the one that beat you. You see how dominant he was. Don't get me wrong, Maxey showed up too. That was the difference right there. Because Embiid and Embiid did that already, but Harden didn't show up. So you got a young bull like Maxey, and that put them over the top. So yeah, but I think that was coaching on him. I can't get that all to Embiid just being so dominant because they've been whooping Embiid ass for how many years now?
Yeah, true.
And Jason Tatum, not Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown was a legit MVP candidate this year without Jason Tatum. Yes. So, of course, when Tatum get back, you don't know. You never know the psychology behind it because is you gonna try to show out a little bit more now that Tatum back, or are you gonna take that extra shot or try to because Tatum hit one, you want to hit one?
He did exactly what we expect him to do. Fall back into the clip and give Tatum the team to ruin.
Okay, but then Tatum gets hurt, and now your chemistry is off because you implemented Tatum back into it, and then now he's hurt. So now you got Bailey Shireman starting last night. You had 3 starters last night who didn't score. Bailey Shireman, who was the other boy? Ron Harper Jr. And there was another guy, but you can't win a game 7 like that. And why was them guys on the court at game 7? Like, exactly. I'm sorry, bro. At least I know Sam
Tatum would have never had that problem if he had stayed his ass out. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Nick Madden said Embiid won't last in the second round.
Oh, no, they definitely not.
Hey. But it's just like LeBron. It's a moral victory to even get to the second round in this case. We know you're not about to beat OKC. We know the Lakers not about to beat OKC. Now, if they do, it'll be a miracle. But same way with KD getting hurt at the wrong time and then trying to implement himself into the game, and these guys really play better without you.
I think KD was hurt, to be honest with you. I think Houston done with his ass.
Bro, them young dudes don't like him. We know that much.
Exactly. They done with his ass.
Yeah. We just saw there was a Bleacher Report put an article up saying how the burner account really did mess with team morale.
Yeah, dude. How could it not?
Yeah, it threw off the whole thing because everybody just knew this man was backstabbing them the whole time on social media, and then they come in your, to be talking to you at practice like
Yeah,
it's
it
all
comes smiling
good,
in my
and y'all
fucking
trying
face like we friends.
yeah, but I know you just been side talking me, down talking me on the internet. So
But that's a whole move on KD. Like that shit female do.
but yeah, we don't want to get too far off the topic, man. We got so much stuff to
Now
talk about.
we can go back. We can keep it riding with the Lakers advancing over KD and the Rockets.
Boom.
LeBron. They got LeBron stepping over KD in the graphic. Sengun tried to play. Rui Hachimura got the most. What he got the highest percentage of 3-point playoff shooting in history now. Lakers. I think that was a moral victory. The Lakers even getting to the second.
That's great for LA. That's great for the pickup of them picking him up from DC. What was that? 2 years ago now. So, hey, to know that he's doing what he needs to do as a role player, that's what you want. You want to know that you're at least, because that's the whole thing with the Lakers and them going forward is their supporting cast. Is their supporting cast strong enough to do anything against OKC and get out of there at least with a game, not get swept? That's the don't get swept like Phoenix. You want to be able to try to get in there and at least maybe give yourself a game, but it's like the way that OKC gets the calls, SGA is getting the calls, and does LA even have anybody to even do anything with SGA to even throw his game off a little bit?
Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Nick in the comment. Nick Madden in the comment said, FKD, get him out of Houston. They didn't rock with him after that. How could anybody rock back with him? And he's talking about KD coming over messing up the young Rockets. But go ahead, man. Socrates, what you were gonna say?
I think the Lakers can steal at least one game, but the game plan is gonna have to be keep SGA from the free throw.
Man, how can you do that?
You gotta they're gonna have to figure it out, man, because he slows down the game. That kills momentum, bro. For to sit here and sometimes you do need that little breather, but to watch a man go to the free throw 18 to 20 times a night, bro, that would kill anybody momentum, because I would get lazy out there, shit. And especially with motherfuckers like Bron, already old as hell, but it don't take long for them bones to start freezing back up. Yeah, probably took them the whole first quarter to warm up.
Man, this the exact that doggone matchup that we didn't want to see as Lakers fans. OKC is 4-0 against the Lakers this season with a point differential of 29 points a game. Margin of victory. So if you look at the 4 games this year, which the last one being on April 7th, man, Luka got hurt in that game, matter of fact, but got beat by 36 points. April 2nd, he got beat by 43 points. So it doesn't look good for the Lakers, but Marcus Smart, Nick Madden in the comments says start with Marcus Smart on him all game. Marcus Smart get more fouls than anybody. They're going to hurry up and foul my guy out. Fooling with him. We just got to use a variety of people, I would say. And you kind of got
have to come with the whole army. Cut it out.
Yeah, hey, it'll be a miracle if the Lakers can pull this one out, but
we know y'all ain't gonna pull it out.
If the referees can let us play basketball, maybe that hey, might be an idea if we could just play basketball. So we'll keep an eye on that. But one other thing I want to bring up, bro. Let's go back to the Celtics for a second. Okay, we talk about Tatum rushing back, right? Did you know the day after they lost, the report come out that the Celtics are actively trying to trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo? And now you tell me, who they gonna trade? You tell me. Nick Madden, you tell me in the comments. Who are the Celtics gonna trade to get Giannis Antetokounmpo? So that's a real tricky equation right there. You gonna trade
I know
Jason, what is his name?
I know
What's his
Jason
name?
Tatum.
Jaylen Brown? No, Jaylen Brown. They talking about trading Jaylen Brown.
man, to get Tatum up out of there.
Get
Bruh,
Tatum ass
I
out
was
of there.
saying get Tatum up out of there. Exactly.
Tatum
I was
up
saying
out of
getting Tatum. They talking about getting Brown, bruh. They talking about giving away Brown plus maybe potentially another player to get Giannis. Which, bruh, Brown is the nigga. Like, what?
Yeah, don't get Tatum up out of there. He's been injury prone. He didn't want to go into this game. I don't know if this was a decision he made to stay healthy. And then him and the organization came to the conclusion that he doesn't need to play. But let's just think about it. Yes, Tatum won that title, but he needed Jaylen Brown. They both needed each other. And Jaylen Brown has proven time and time again when Tatum is out, he can carry the Celtics. He just needs somebody else there. And imagine Jaylen Brown with Giannis.
Okay, but no. Can we talk about a little piece of the fact that they don't like Jaylen Brown? They never have like Jaylen Brown too smart. You know, he's like a Rhodes Scholar. He's like a PhD
Tatum
level.
is the face. Tatum is the face of the Celtics. He's what put people in the seats. I would say Jaylen Brown doesn't necessarily put people in the seats. He's more so he's just so good that we keeping him around. But
and Jaylen Brown has called him out too, brother. You remember that?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown has called the NBA out. He damn near was putting together like a little protest and all that stuff. Jaylen Brown real active when it comes to social issues and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
he's not.
They don't like him.
Right.
Tatum
Tatum is the pretty boy, light skinned guy. You know what I mean? Everybody loves his son, loves Deuce when he come out there, and he's more of a part of the culture of Boston and what Boston would like to be presented as if Jason Tatum were to, or if Jaylen Brown were to still be there, Tatum gone, and they got Giannis. But the thing is, they would still be able to market Boston the way they wanted if Giannis were to come there with Jaylen Brown, in my opinion. Because it's Giannis, man. It's the Greek freak. Like,
they would be monsters. That would be monsters.
You know what I mean? So they would miss his marketability, but it wouldn't last long if they're winning basketball games. You know what I'm saying?
I just think me would happen.
Wouldn't you have to pair, Mayor Socrates, you tell me, wouldn't you have to pair the best shooter with Giannis? Because Giannis can't shoot. So will you have to take the best shooter out of those two? Because you got to give up one of them to get Giannis. You're not keeping both of them to get Giannis.
You don't got to necessarily take the best.
One
You got
of them
shooters all
go.
around. You could
I
go
was
and
about
do
to say,
something.
but Boston got shooters though.
Yeah.
So what's the combination that we thinking would work? Because they talking about giving up Brown, but y'all saying give up Tatum.
Get rid of Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum injury prone, man.
Because Tatum don't know how. Tatum ain't gonna take no back seat, bro. He's on the court. He wants to be the star. At least
We
Brown,
talked about how Tatum. My bad, but we talked about how Tatum did that little fake crime. He tried to recreate the Kobe picture. He was chasing it. Remember, for the finals that they won, he was chasing.
Yeah, his whole finals run was copy and paste of other NBA players. Yeah, when he said he did the Kevin Garnett all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole thing was copy and paste. None of it was authentic, really. The whole press run and everything he did for his title wasn't really, anything that was just from him. It was from other players. So, I mean, that don't really necessarily mean anything. Whatever. That basically kind of just pointed his personality. He kind of just even killed his personality. He ain't never really too high. He ain't never really too low, really, in my opinion. But whatever. That really ain't got too much to do with it. I just think that he's injury prone. Like Mayor Socrates said, he won't take a back seat, and you need more of a player that is meticulous and on the level of intelligence. Not saying Tatum is not very intelligent, because you have to be intelligent to be an NBA player when you're on that floor. But he's just a different level of intelligence. And if you pair that with a Giannis Antetokounmpo and you can keep some shooters around, hey, they might be able to make a run again if Giannis comes into town with Jaylen Brown.
Well, y'all saying that Jason Tatum want to be the number one guy, and you saying he can't really coexist with another star. Giannis is definitely a bigger star than Jaylen Brown, so that's going to be for sure.
But
You're
I
going to
can
have to
see
take a back seat.
Jaylen Brown chilling though. Jaylen Brown,
But Jaylen ain't gonna have a
Jaylen
problem
Brown would.
He's not gonna have
Jaylen
a
Brown
problem.
would,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
but not
He's used
Jason
to it.
Tatum.
No.
Not Tatum.
No.
That's gonna be a problem with Tatum and Giannis on the floor, because Tatum ain't taking the back seat to Giannis.
And
Hey,
Tatum one of them players that you'll get in his head too. You know,
Yeah,
he real
Somebody
temperamental, so he'll start playing different than some more shit.
Yeah.
because he's gonna have to
I
prove that
agree.
that's still his team. You think he's finna be in Boston all this time and then let Giannis come there and give him that team like that, and he's still considered in his prime?
Nah. No way.
He ain't a broke down of age player going out of the game. That man still got a lot of years to go.
And you know the internet is not gonna let him live because they roasted him after his win in the finals. Jason Tatum got roasted online because people just don't like Jason Tatum for some reason, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's just what it is with the internet. And the internet always has players that they're always gonna clown and never really give full respect to. It just kind of is what it is, you know. And speaking of like the internet and certain players not getting the full respect, even though they're great players, but people may feel they're lame or whatever the case may be. What do y'all think Cat is gonna do against the 76ers in the second round?
Dominate.
Wait a minute now. We know Joel Embiid have dominated Cat for his whole fucking career. You know that, right?
Hey, this ain't the
Cat
same
can't
Joel.
do nothing.
Hold on, wait a
Cat
minute.
can't do nothing with that dude, man.
This ain't the same Joel. Remember now, you just said this yourself. Man, they were down there copying and pasting that motherfucker together last night. Every time he went to the bench, they had to stitch some up. Man, Cat finna go out there and hey, I can guarantee you by halftime, he gonna be on that bench with ice packs on his shoulder, knees, elbows, neck. He gonna punish that boy down there. Then Joel ain't fast enough to guard that man at the three.
Hey, hold on. Who was the number one seed? Was the Knicks the number one seed?
No.
No, Detroit.
Okay, Detroit number one seed. Who's the number two?
Knicks.
No,
Or
we
Boston.
number
Boston,
two.
my bad.
Okay, so Boston was the number 2 seed and got beat by number 7 seed, 76. So New York Knicks was number 3 seed.
Yeah, 3 and 7.
Okay, I got you.
7 seed coming down and run up, boy.
Hey, them Celtics, man. Them Celtics. I saw one video from dude. I know it was staged, but man,
Bro! It's your fault. Look at you sitting down. You're the reason we lost. You could have played. You could have played. Could have fucking played, bro. Oh.
Hey, I love this.
Fuck the Knicks, OKC.
Hold on. Don't get mad at us because y'all trash. Fuck you talking about?
another fan mad at Jason Tatum.
That's why I'm telling you.
But Nick say
Tatum is out of-
Embiid won't be able to keep up with Cat this time.
No, he not. This is a
Embiid?
broken down Embiid. This is Embiid that just came back and willed his team to win a game 7. That boy ain't got no more in the tank. He done.
But historically, he has always toe cat
Hey.
ass up.
Hey, history ain't gonna repeat itself in this series.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking how we need a team from a major city, you know, a major market to make it to the finals. And we were saying how, man, the Knicks, they needed to pick it up and make that run. They did everything they needed to do these last few years to make the team that they made. And the way that they were playing against the Hawks, we were like, what's going on? And the way that they took out the Hawks with that beating, when they were up 60-something to 20 in the what was that, the second or the third or whatever that was, that's the Knicks that everybody was waiting for. And that's the team that we want to see get to the NBA Finals, a team like that. Even though I thought it was going to be Boston. Couldn't believe that the Sixers did what they did to them.
And we wanted Boston. Trust me, we wanted Boston. We really wanted Boston.
Yeah. And
I want to keep an eye on Cat versus Embiid in this series right here. That's gonna be mean a lot.
Why y'all don't listen to me, man? How many times have I told? Didn't I tell y'all what was going to happen in that series?
You did. You did. We were doubting you. We were saying, man, we don't know. It's a back and forth. The Hawks is looking. CJ McCullough was having his way.
He had 2 good games to where he fucking bamboozled everybody.
CJ was cooking though.
He bamboozled everybody to thinking that he was back to being the old CJ, and then what we saw
was cooking.
The old CJ. That's what we saw. The old CJ.